Morning. Nice to see that that style's been fixed. It were a rickety effort last time I came over it, so that's good that that's been sorted. I'm going to walk up to Hordron today, just at Cutthroat Bridge. Not filmed a Hordron walk for quite a while, quite a regular walk for me, as some of you who regularly view the channel will know. Just a little catch up really. Like, you know, I've been on, not had a great deal of time to be out recently, so just a few little bits to catch up on and plans for next few weeks and months. A few trees been tucked down there, thinned this little bit out. Obviously probably some decent reason for it. It looks very controlled, all in one particular area. And then as we get out of this little tree line here, we come on to the more open moorland, and up to us left up there where we're going to go. That'll get us around Hordron Edge. It's not the easiest edge to get up because there's no actual footpath from this side, but there is a little nipple pointing up there, and that's where I try and usually go up. That's what I've found of it numerous times I've been here. That's probably easiest ascent to get up. As I said, there's no path, so you're dodging through a lot of bracken, heather, rocks and whatnot else, but I've done it plenty of times, so you know, I know it's not the easiest, but it's not very far, so we'll make it, we'll be fine. Windhill poking out up there, and with naked eye you've got a fantastic look at the trig point since it's been repainted, since it's really bright and white. I don't think camera will pick it up, but I can see it with naked eye beautifully. Just get a little view of Lady Bower here, just through the tree line down there. We get a much better view of it as we get further up, but this is the first look that we get. Let me just zoom in for you, see if I can. There we go, just that little bit there. Not a great deal to see really, but worth a mention. And then as we look across the valley, that's up the bottom end of Derwent Edge, Winston Lee Tor, and then going up the little rock formation sticking up there, Hercling Stones, and up to Wheel Stones up further behind it. What a magic day, it's blooming glorious. It might even be a bit too hot if I'm honest with you. Current bun's giving it big time. Anyway, we're nearly at the point where we make us ascent. It's probably more overgrown than I've ever seen it actually, so we might be looking for an alternate route here. So I usually go up here towards what I just described as the nipple, but looking at this terrain, it's ever so overgrown, and the usual like little sheep tracks and whatnot that I usually follow up seem a bit too overgrown. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on a bit further into these trees, and the edge gets a little gentler further up, and I'm going to see if I can find a slightly easier path. I should be able to, but you never know. So I'm just having a look at this here, and I've made a decision. I'm not going to try and get up this end of the Hordron Edge. I'm going to follow this track up, and it actually bends around and it does bring you out. It takes you quite a way past the stone circle, but it is a nice easy track, and it does get me up on Hordron Edge. So I'm just going to follow this round, cut back on myself, and then there's no traumas, nice and gentle. The path's starting to go up now. This is going to bring us up onto the back end of Hordron Edge. It's a little bit, it's only about 60-70 metre ascent, but it's quite gentle and it's on this nice path. And when we get up to Hordron, I'll tell you one of the reasons why I actually did stay on path as well, rather than coming off. So if you took that track down there and followed it up across the other side, and then you continued, that'll get you to Bamford Edge. Nice little stealth way up there. It is a bit further than parking on the other side, but different route, and it's you'll not see many people up this end, I'll tell you that. Here we are, top of that little climb. Warm enough that in this heat. Whew. Right, and so we've got Stanage Edge up there, but we're going to come back along here, looking back over towards Derwent. Oh, excuse me. And on us right, a bit further on, we're going to find the Hordron Stone Circle. Really, I've got some wonderful views here. So the one to kind of left centre is Win Hill, right centre Lewes Hill, and then we move around onto the Kinder Plateau. This is kind of the Edale side of it. Lovely. And then obviously Derwent Moors, Shrine Moors, and obviously Derwent Edge running across the left hand side, overlooking Lady Bower and Derwent Reservoirs. I know from down below the edge of Hordron doesn't look very rocky, but you can see just here in this closer foreground shot, there's some decent sized rocks to it. It's not one at great edges, let's not kid anyone. It's not colossal, but it's a nice one, and it's a nice pleasant walk up here. You very rarely get anyone up here as well, you know. If you just want a short, and I don't even know what distance this is, maybe 1.5 miles that I'm doing today. It's not far at all. But it's alright. Here we go, I can see it now, just coming into view of the Hordron Stone Circle. You might be able to see just in the centre of the screen now some of the rocks stuck up. The biggest one about centre now, that's the fairy stone. Let's get over and have a look. Couple of sheep hiding amongst the edge stones there, thinking that I can't see them. The blue paint gives it away though. Must try better, lads. Here we go, welcome to the 7 Stones of Hordron, known to more modern user as the Hordron Stone Circle. So one of the things that I see a lot of people miss when they come to Hordron is how the 2 biggest stones, the fairy stone, that's this one here, and its neighbour, line up perfectly with the skyline that they overlook. The other stones, while some of them are quite big, as you can see. In fact, that actually might be the second biggest stone. That might be bigger than this little one here, but they actually line up perfectly with the skyline that we're looking at. And I'll show you, because I see a lot of people like post pictures at Hordron, and then I ask them, did they line the stones, but they didn't know what we're on about. So I'll show it again. I think I've shown it on every time I've been to Hordron. I think I've shown it on every video, but I'll try and show it again anyway. You have to get down and, you know, have a good look. But I'll try my best anyway with camera. So here we are with stone that lines up with Win Hill from the circle's centre. I'm just going to put it on zoom mode, so I'm trying to get it a little bit more accurate. And And that lines up kind of with Win Hill and the skyline that we're looking at there. It's quite hard to hold the camera steady at this bizarre angle that I'm at. And whilst I'd say that one is about 99% accurate, this one is literally perfection on how it lines up to Lewes Hill. I have had a look at some of the other stones as well, and I don't know if it's me just trying to order or coincidental or whatever, but I think a couple of other stones kind of line up as well. Let me just show you. So from the fairy stone, if we come 1, there's a small one there, 2, 3, 4 round to the other biggest stone. Let me get that zoom on again. See, I think that lines up there. It's very hard to see because I've got sun in my eyes and I'm having to angle the camera a bit. But I think that lines up there, you know. I really do. Now, I've talked about it before, but is that just coincidence, or is that me just like trying to find stuff? This circle's said to be about 5,000 years old. Surely they've not had craftsmanship to do that as accurately as I think it's been done. On purpose, surely not. But having said that, how many coincidences can you run into in one go as well? I find it fascinating. I really do. So did that fly, obviously, but looks at it. It was absolutely buzzing, weren't it? Anyway, another thing to chat about while I'm here, other than the wonders of Hordron, is my new boots. So the new boots are about 6 weeks old now. I think on my Flask Edge video, I talked about the need for some alternate boots. I've got a pair of Inov8, I think this 345 Gore-Tex Roclites or something like that. They're not bad. They're a much softer boot than I'm used to, so this don't provide any protection whatsoever. The sole's quite thin, but still quite rugged as well. You know, it's not bad. Nice and grippy. They do seem exceptionally waterproof. The Gore-Tex seems to work really well on them. Let's have a look. There we go. Inov8 Roclite G345 Gore-Tex, as you can see on the front there. Not bad at all. So not a very squidgy front, and not a bad sole on them. Not bad at all. 75 quid instead of 150. UK 9. They've got the standard like collar thing on. Quite easy to get on as well. They're more of a trainer style thing because they don't go up fully above the ankle. You've got a lot of ankle freedom, but a lot of movement in them. Probably not quite as much support as the Salwas that I used to wear. There's certainly a different purpose. I mean, the sole and the front don't offer enough protection to even think about walking up like rocky kind of screes or along like difficult terrain, which is one of the reasons why I chose to come via the track today. But they do the job, you know. If you know you're coming on track, if you know you're coming on standard path, they are very light. They are nice and breathable. As I said, so far they've been exceptionally waterproof. They've done a really good job of waterproofing, and they've got the place. Let's say that. And I've not had to spend a phenomenal amount of money. Like I know, I think last 5 or 6 pair of boots I've had have all been, 180 quid upwards. So, to only spend 70 on a pair this time round is not bad. They're not actually the pair of Inov8s that I actually wanted, but I saw the opportunity for the reduction in price on these ones. I think they're maybe like last year's model or whatever, last year's spec. But they're good. I quite like them. So one final look before I put him back on. Inov8, mate. Yeah, man. And obviously, like that black and the green flash, I really love the brighter colours, so decent. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Gonna leave the Hordron stone circle behind now. Never ceases to amaze me, that place. I find it fabulous. I am gonna walk back via the track that we came up. Nice, gentle. Get some. It's a bit further as well to get a few extra steps in, since I've not been out for a while. Oh, and why haven't I been out for a while? So I've got some stuff going on in my personal life and work life at minute. Having to put a lot of extra hours in at work, help a few other areas of business out. Not a lot I can do there. I can turn my hand to job, and certainly don't want to not pull my weight when I can. So that's that. And then we've been away this weekend. Actually, we've been to Lincolnshire Wolds, just outside Grimsby and Cleethorpes. Had a couple of good walks, bagged a couple of trigs, Irby Dales and Bealsby Top, if I remember correctly. Another couple for trig collection there. The trig pointing app doesn't seem to work on my new phone, which is it's a little bit upsetting. So I'm gonna have to start logging me trigs in a slightly different way, and obviously it's going to be a little bit of work to add all the historical ones. I think I've bagged somewhere in region 160, 170. Might be a little more than that. I'm not completely sure. I mean, I've done 70 Peak District ones, and I must have done, I'd say, more than double that outside of Peak District as well. So yeah, it must be going on 170. And obviously I don't want to lose my record, so get that sorted. Stayed in a lovely place called Rush Hill Barn. It was fabulous. So that's about it from today. Lake's in about 3 weeks time, 3.5 weeks time. Hopefully our Olive's arm's better since he broke it. But yeah, and good to be back out, even though it's only a shortish one today. Never going to be too long this morning because I've got some stuff on. But yeah, all right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along, and hopefully we'll be back on track with YouTube and some more episodes soon. So thank you for renewed support, and we'll see you again. Bonne douche.